This is the Bitov Castle. We are not here to see the castle. We are here to see the world's largest collection of taxidermy dogs. There are 51 stuffed dogs here from about 100 years ago. And although the dogs are the main attraction, there is quite a bit more here to see, and the story behind the taxidermy is quite interesting. The castle itself was built sometime in the 10th century, the 1100s or so, and has had many owners and many expansions over the last 1,000 years. But the last private owner was the Haas family, who purchased the castle in 1912 after seeing that it was for sale in an ad in a newspaper. The family was ultra wealthy. They owned the largest luxury porcelain factory in Austria-Hungary. They owned massive commercial farms and a department store in downtown Vienna, the Haas House, which is still there actually, but was rebuilt after being destroyed in World War II. The story of the dogs come from the castle's buyer, Mr. Yeezy Julius Haas, who was set to move in when it was purchased, but was sidetracked when he had to fight in World War I. He fought in the war, survived, and moved in 9 years later in 1921. Yeezy was the baron of the area and was a philanthropist. He had literally 80 girlfriends he paid for. He paid for old ladies' pensions in the area and was well known in the bar for paying the bar's entire tabs and was generally extremely generous. He lived in the castle with his mother, who was a major hunter. You can see some of the animals she caught hung up on the walls here, but he was a major conservationist and an animal lover. He converted the castle into Czechia's first private zoo. He built pens, horse stables, and aviaries in the gardens, aquariums throughout the interior, but his main companions were a lioness that he raised since a cub and a very famous pony who would drink beer, get drunk, and terrify everyone. And he turned the theater into a massive dog kennel, and all of this was free and open to the public to come and see. He lived with over 200 dogs. They had their own kitchen and cooks. The staff had schedules for the dogs, including changing out all the straw on Saturdays while the dogs had a bath, and some dogs even had their own personal towels. He loved these dogs with all of his heart, so he had some of his favorite ones stuffed in their favorite positions after they passed, which is how today the Bitov Castle has the world's largest collection of taxidermy dogs. But visiting the castle, you will find hundreds, potentially thousands of other animals here. It is quite the sight to see, as the work is very high quality. The Baron survived World War II, but with the ban of Germans in the country, he was asked to leave the country at 69 years old. He couldn't imagine leaving his pets and the castle behind, so he took a gun and shot himself in the head. There, of course, is speculation he was murdered, like he was right-handed, but was shot in the left side of his head, but no other evidence has come through. It's like a village or something. Look at the bedrock. Man, this place is beautiful. Don't mind if I do. Ouch. Oh. Here in the garden, there is still a whole bunch of birds. I don't know if these are the same birds as... No, birds don't live that long. What am I thinking? There's a whole bunch of... What are those? Geese and ducks. And then there's a couple little guys squawking at me from right here. Beautiful bird, terrified of me though. There's still a whole bunch more here. Seems a little bit torturous. There's some more birds here as well. There's quite a bit of birds here. There's a... What in the world is this? I have never seen this bird before in my life. What is that? It's pooping. Whoa, there's so many more. They need better steps here. What? It looks like a duck, but I've never seen that kind of duck before. There's a whole bunch more there as well. Some blackbirds. I don't know what they are. I always enjoy coming to places like this because, like, it's not a zoo. I don't like zoos. But places where they just have random animals, I can't avoid it. Maybe I would like a zoo if I would go to a zoo. But I haven't been. That's the classic duck sound like in cartoons. Some goats. Why don't they just fly away? There's probably info on all the boards here about everything. I don't care to read it. Kachna Ruanska, something like that. It's like a makeshift zoo. I really don't like zoos, but I can't avoid running into animals in places like this. I have run into like makeshift zoos before, like in Korea I did. I was just about to leave, and I noticed another cage way over here. Peacocks, it looks like. Whoa. Yeah. There's a peacock in here with some chickens. Freaking huge chickens. That one looks like from, what is it, cornflakes? Which cereal had a chicken on it? They're so flamboyant. A bit sad they're just locked up in cages here. Look how blue that is. Look at that chicken. You ever seen that kind of chicken before? And the only reason I know it's a chicken is because it's the way it's moving. If it walked like another bird, I would say it might be another bird. There is an animal sign there, so there might be an animal in there. Nothing. Thank God, imagine it. I don't know. Pig stuck in there, that would be real sad.